Hello there, cats with thumbs. This is Elite Dangerous Odyssey. It's been out for over 10 years now. Today I'm going to show you manual landing at an outpost. These tend to be the smaller starports with limited pad access, i.e. size-wise, medium ship and below, generally speaking. And also I might take off and do an automated dock as well. Excuse my tardiness, excuse my cough today, but you'll get the general idea. Right, the first thing is to make sure you're in filters, your stations is obviously set to on, otherwise you won't see it. Now you'll know that it's an outpost because it has a funky little thing that looks like an aerial as opposed to the thing that looks like a station. So Bennett Station, we're going to use Super Cruise Assist because I'm lazy. There we go, and that's locked on. Now I haven't got an SEO drive. I can put boost on, but every time I put boost on for these sort of distances I end up shooting past the station, so I'm not going to bother with that right now. So manual docking, we're going to be using, as I said, these smaller outposts only have medium to small pads. You can check that by selecting the station itself to make sure you can land there just by selecting the station. Has appropriate landing pads for the ship you're flying? Yes. So that's the first port of call, just in case you made a mistake and come out in your beluga liner. Anyway, so manual landing, we're going to be using forwards and backwards thrusting. On mine that is WNS, and then using our lateral and vertical thrusting with Q for left, E for right, R for up and F for down. There are many ways to dock on landing pads. Mine is a bit cranky, mine is a bit flaky, but it seems to work. Now basically, have you broken your auto docking computer? Are you sadistic? Or you just like to keep your hand in? There are all reasons why you like to do manual docking, or maybe you just like the realism. This isn't as dangerous on an outpost as what it is in a starport, because obviously in a starport you can't muck around too much, you make a mistake, but the principle is the same. You need to be facing the little control panel with a little ramp that comes out of the floor at an angle behind you. If you've gone the wrong way, then basically you need to turn around, otherwise it won't clamp you. Super Cruise Assist is going to take me to within sub 15k of the port. Super Cruise Assist itself isn't perfect. Some people don't like it. It can clip planets like it's going to do now, slow you right down, or crash you into the planet almost, so it's not ideal. But if you want to do this kind of thing and tab out, if it's a long distance away and you don't have an SEO drive, or you just like the view out of the windows, then this is perfect for you. As we go past the planet, it will slow me right down, which is why you can actually pitch to the right of the planet, the station, sorry, yourself, and actually keep it at maximum speed, but it's down to personal preference. I don't want to make any mistakes, so therefore I'm just keeping it on this, and it's nice and easy for you. You can see I've slowed right down. Not long now. The irony of the fact I selected a outpost that has a planet near it. It's quite often you'll visit these outposts, especially with missions. Also bear in mind, if you are in open play with other human pilots, you will have more chance of arriving at these settlements and finding that you can't land, purely and simply because there are other pilots trying to land on a very few pads, or even with the AI ones in solo play it happens. So at this point, we've come out of Super Cruise. I'm going to boost once, just to bring myself within 7.5k. And I'm going to request docking. There's no AI pilots at the moment, which is cool. Now I'm not putting my landing gear right down right now because I've actually started my docking sequence quite a way out, so I can see where I'm going. Landing pad 1. You won't be many pads on these outposts, but they can be a little bit obscured or on the side of things. Now I can see it now, it's right at the top, so I'm just using my thrusters to bring myself, keeping the number 1 in line. Let's just reduce my speed down a little bit. I'm just trying to get up and above the settlement so I can see the pad. Let's slow myself down now, that should be enough. There we go, now I can see it. Now at this point we can use manoeuvring thrusters. I'm going to put my landing gear down now because I'm a little bit away, and now I'm looking for the control panel because I'm doing a manual dock, remember? Okay. So I can see now that where the control panel is and where the little ramps at the back there, so I need to go past it and turn around. Watch out for the little advertising blimps, of course. At this point it's like landing a plane. The green dot is the station. There's my pad. Slow myself right down. Now, I'm facing the right way to land. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to just align myself a little bit up with the center of the pad, keeping it kind of slow, just with my W and S keys. And I'm aiming for the center of the pad. Slow myself right down. It's a small pad. Just align myself up. Nice and slow. I'm going to aim directly for the pad now, center of it, until my reticle changes. There we go. Now it's changed. So now it's the final approach. And we've got the pips. So I'm still just gentle. And I want my little red dot. You see my little red dot has now appeared. Yeah? At the bottom of the screen. So I'm just going to push it forwards so that red dot starts coming in a bit better into view. There we go. This is good now, right? I now can see that the red dot, and I'm almost just off to the left. I've got plenty of time. So all I'm going to do now is going to pitch up very slowly until I'm kind of horizontal. There we go. Just to make my life a little easier. Now we need to maneuver so that that red dot is in the center. So again, small stabs with your main thrusters. Small stabs, small stabs. Forwards, backwards, just to get, there we go. Now that's what we want. We want this red dot in almost in the center, and the blue reticle says I'm pretty much on target now. So now I'm going to just now flat, I'm level, I'm good, I'm over the pad, I'm using my F key, which is my down thruster. You can see I start coming down, and it'll grab hold of me when I get close. See the pips? There we go. We are down. There are many, many ways of landing. That's just one of them. Okay, so I'm going to launch now manually, and then I'm going to use auto dock so you can see how much easier it is, but it takes all the fun out of it. It's going to turn me around to launch. Remember, W and S are your main thrusters. Q, E, R and F are your small adjustment thrusters, yeah? Think of them as, I don't know, what would we say? Small engines, yeah? Little gas canisters, whatever you want to call them. You can make sure it's set as regular as well. Now for launching, we're just going to use it because it's manual, just going to use our R key, which is our small gas canister launchers. Take yourself away from the station, so we're nice and high. Take your landing gear back off, that speeds you up a bit. Once we've got ourselves, you can see we're a distance from the outpost. I'm at about 3k, and I'm going to pitch up a little bit and boost away. I'm going to take myself about 15k away from the station, turn around, turn my auto computer on so you see the difference. That should be enough. Turn myself around. Still got the station targeted. And there's my station. So this is approximately where you would come out if you were jumping out from Super Cruise at this point. About this sort of distance. Now, if you can't see the station very well, you can always shift an N and it puts it into night vision mode. See that? Toggles. On my keyboard it's shift and N, night vision. Just means seeing the station and also settlements when they're in the darkness, i.e. behind the sun, or in the shadow of a planet, etc. Now I can see that a lot clearer now if I want to. So I'm just going to turn my computer back on. She's back on now. So normally at this point I would just come out of Super Cruise, I would boost once. Bring myself within 7.5k of the station. And then request docking. And all it's asking me now is, as soon as I slow down, it will auto dock. Now you can cheat a little bit at this point by basically just not slowing down just yet until they get a little bit closer. Quite often I do this when I want to speed things up. And I'm also pitching myself a little bit, making the docking computer's life a little bit easier. I can have it going at any stage at this point. I'm going to drop my speed now. And it will grab hold of it and dock for me. Turn the night vision back off again, don't need it now. And you get the privilege of listening to the original Elite music now for docking. It's been around since what, 1984? Now you can see the principle is pretty much the same. Yeah, I've aimed for the centre of the pad, and this is another way that I do it sometimes for Outposts. It's basically just line myself up, I'm over the pad, head straight for it, do a spinny thing and then land. I have been known to do that, but I just find this is a little bit of a more advanced manoeuvre. I was trying to show you the nice and easy way, which is basically just coming in almost like an airplane. Just life easier. Not easier. We're done. We landed. And if you've got the docking computer, the advanced version, you can also do the auto launch now. That will turn you around. And you will not need to use your R key to boost upwards. Remember, when you're boosting thrusters, keep them on regular mode, so therefore when you press Q you go left, when you press E you'll go right, when you press R you'll go up, when you press F you go down. Yeah, the sideways, up and down, very important. If you have it in a more realistic mode, i.e. when you press your Q key it fires the left little booster and you will go to the right. It's more advanced. The people that have been playing it for a long time will switch to that to make it again more real, but I get confused easily. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm sorry it's been a bit flaky, but I've now shown you how to approach a settlement. An outpost even, not a settlement. We did that last video. Approach an outpost, land at an outpost with limited size pads, remember medium out or below generally speaking, manual dock, manual launch, automated dock, automated launch. There you go. You should be all set now to do your missions to the outposts. Thank you for watching.